Okay, hi everybody. We're at the drill field. Nothing's going on here today. Well, there's some little background activity with the fire department, I think, but band has a day off. We're here with our two new drum majors. I want to introduce you to Andrea Bailey. She's our one of the two, and we'll find out a little bit more about her background. Tell me about how you got started in music.
I started taking piano lessons when I was 5. It's just kind of, music's been something that runs in my family. My mom's always played instruments. My dad, while not quite as heavy on the instruments, he sings in our church choir. So music's just always been a really big part of my family. So yeah, I did start taking piano lessons when I was 5. When I was going into 6th grade, I was 11. That's when I picked up the trumpet.
Picked it up.
Yeah.
Why the trumpet? Why not the trombone or whatever?
I think I told my mom once that I liked the trumpet because it was loud.
Okay. Yeah.
Just something about it appealed to me. But it turns out now I think it fits my personality very well. I get along with a lot of the other trumpet players really well. Actually, about a year after that, I picked up the guitar as well. So, like I said, music's just always been a really big part of my life.
So you played the trumpet in high school?
Yes.
Marching band?
Yes.
Did you have a large marching band?
Not particularly. Our marching band was probably a horn line of around 50 or so.
Yeah.
Then by the time both my junior and senior year of high school, I was one of the drum majors of our high school marching band. So.
And your major is?
Civil engineering.
Okay, so is that why you picked Purdue, because of its reputation in engineering?
Mostly. Also, both my parents went here, so I've kind of been born and raised a Boilermaker.
Yeah, you bleed gold and black.
That's right.
How about that? Okay, so you were a drum major in high school for your junior and senior years?
Yeah.
And then you came to Purdue as a freshman. You were not in a band.
That's correct.
And why was that?
I think I was just very intimidated. I was also at the time kind of burned out on band a little bit, I think. I did pretty much as much band as I possibly could in high school, anything from concert band, jazz band, pit orchestra, really anything I could possibly fit into my schedule. So by the time I got here, I was just kind of tired of it. I was like, we'll go another direction, but then, like I said, music's just been such a part of my life that I ended up missing it a lot more than I expected.
So as a freshman student, and you saw the marching band, right? I mean, marching down 3rd Street or at a football game or something?
Yeah. Well, I actually lived in Shreve right over there, so every game day at 8 o'clock in the morning, I would wake up because the band was playing on the field.
So did you say, geez, I ought to be part of that, or?
Partially. I actually made a couple of my friends go to the first game really early with me because I wanted to see the pregame show. So I was still really supportive of the band, and I specifically actually remember the drum majors like doing their strut out onto the field, and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But little did I know that 3 years later I would be that person on the field.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. You played the trumpet your sophomore and junior years, and then woke up one day and said, I'm going to try out for drum major, or what?
Kind of. I felt like that. I mean, since both my parents did go here, I've really always just had a passion for Purdue, and I love football, and I feel like that's one of the best ways to share that passion with the entire band is to be able to lead them in cheers and be supportive of the football team as much as we can. So that's really kind of what got me started thinking about it.
Did you have to do a lot of preparation for your tryout?
I did. Being drum major in high school definitely helped because I already had most of the conducting down, whereas a lot of the other candidates I know how to kind of learn in the month or two leading up to the audition. Obviously the strat was something that was completely new and completely different, so that took most of my time actually. And then the teaching aspect I'd gotten a lot of practice with when I was a trumpet 10 my junior year, so that also kind of came naturally.
So on the day that the auditions were going on, were you nervous?
I was. I'd actually gotten about 4 hours of sleep the night before auditions because I had a semester project due that day. And so I was up at 7:30 in the morning. I started listening to music all day. Then I skipped my last class to come practice at the drill field right before auditions.